Hey guys, welcome back. It's me. For today's video, I'm going to be here talking with the amazing person that I have with me today. As always, thank you so much for your time and tuning in for today's video. Hey, what's your name?
My name's Travis.
Highlight of the day or the week?
Highlight of the day, definitely the sunshine down in Australia at the moment. It's insane to be here at the moment. We've had some awful weather in Queensland at the moment. So just getting out, being 25, 26 degrees, watching this insane sunset, that's got to be the highlight of the day, to be honest.
Is it harder for you to ask for help or to accept help?
I would say ask for help, because asking for help is one thing just purely because you've got to have some sort of understanding of your own mental health and to understand that you are actually under the weather before you ask for help. And sometimes in men in general, I think it's harder to actually discover that you do have bad mental health before you then go and ask for help. I think that's one of the most important things for men, is to actually underline the fact that they do have some sort of issue, and then to go about that problem rather than just almost pushing it to the back of your mind and hiding it.
So what's the difference between asking for help and accepting it?
Asking for help, you've got to figure out yourself, I would say. No one's going to tell it for you. And accepting it is almost like someone else has discovered it for you, and they can quite clearly see that you require some help. And then it's your choice whether you want to accept it or not. I think they're both very difficult things, and they both have their ups and downs in terms of what's more difficult. But I would say actually finding out in yourself that you do have a problem is one of the hardest things as a male.
What does mental health mean to you personally?
Mental health for me personally, I think pretty much everyone goes through these mental health issues, right? For me personally, I think it's good to keep going. It's good to have some sort of goal and achievement always. I think it's always, so when it comes to mental health, you can almost overrule that situation. For me, mental health is more of you want to go out and achieve something different and achieve something new. That's what's going to overcome my mental health personally.
When was the last time you truly checked in with yourself?
I don't think I ever have, not properly. Funny you say that, I would actually like to go under some sort of meditation or some sort of scheme to actually think about things and have deep thoughts and all that sort of stuff. Where our society is so revolved around something called a rat race, where just everything's going on constantly all the time. Your mind is constantly occupied. For you to have that downtime and to actually focus and fixate on yourself can sometimes be so difficult for people. And then when it eventually does happen, sometimes it hits hard. So I do think it is very important to have that time to focus on yourself.
I think everybody should have a place or a person that they can go to talk to, open themselves to.
100%. I think that's one of the most important things, to have someone to talk to. And I think it's just important to reach out to other people to make sure that you're an approachable person to talk to other people also, because you can bottle things up, and that's what causes severities when it comes to mental health and stuff like that, is just a case of just constantly a build up of emotions all the time, and just having that simple someone to talk to over a beer or just over a cup of tea or just over in a park that we're sat into now. Just that little bit of a conversation, a little bit of talk about how your day was or how your week was or how horrible your boss was and all that sort of stuff is amazing what that kind of stuff can do to people's mental health. And I think just being approachable as a person, I think, is really important.
Society treats mental health with the same seriousness as physical health.
That's a bit of a difficult one, because I've never actually reached out in that aspect. So in that, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I don't really know. I can't really give you an answer on that one, to be honest.
What's one thing you wish people understood about mental struggles?
One thing that I wish people knew about mental struggles, that it's okay to come out and accept what you've got and the problem that you have, and to talk about it and feel comfortable in your own skin to talk about it to other people. As again, going back to the first question that you asked, I think that's the most important thing when it comes to discovering about your mental health, is to actually accepting it yourself. And that's what I would say 100%.
What's something that helped you get through a really hard time?
What's helped me get through a really long... Mine, personally, is fitness. So fitness is something that genuinely I've turned to over the past maybe 2 years properly. It's something like silly little goals that you're going to achieve. For example, I've never ran a half marathon before. Tomorrow I'm on about running a half marathon for the first time. So silly little things like that, where you're just almost putting out a little tiny goal, setting yourself a tiny little goal, and then once you achieve it, the confidence that you feel from that is unbelievable. Now, whether that's fitness itself or whether that's, I don't know, something that you're very interested in, you set yourself a little goal and then you go out and you achieve it. I think personally, for me anyways, I think that that's a really good way of not getting over mental health, but stabilising it.
Do you think that could be the same thing to help other people with their mental health?
I think so. I think when it comes to fitness and stuff like that, it's proven to be so good for you. You change for the better. You start to eat better. You start to see changes to your body, which is really good. And just simple things like going out walking, hiking, running, whatever you may do, volleyball with your mates or whatever. Silly little things like getting out the house and just being active and fit. I think personally for me, and also for other people and preaching to other people, that is probably one of the best things for your mental health. And also stopping bad habits, like things like drugs and alcohol can also cause a lot of mental health issues too.
Can you name a moment when your mental health
Shifted to the worst? I can. There's been plenty of times when mental health has shifted really badly and due to work, not feeling good enough, feeling, especially when your boss is putting a lot of pressure down onto you, and you've got to get this job done and you don't feel good enough, and then at that moment of time you mess it up. And when you come home from a day worth of work, I'm using work as a big example for mental health, because I would say that that is probably one of the biggest killers when it comes to mental health too, is coming home from a day worth of work and just not feeling like you're good enough. I've had that so many times, but gradually as time gets on, if that is the case and that is the situation, then obviously that company isn't the right company for you, or things will get better eventually once you start to get to know what you're doing.
your mind could send you one message today, what would it say?
Oh, that's a deep question, that. I would say, just keep positivity, definitely key when it comes to stuff like this, and make sure you make sure you figure out the things that you enjoy doing and make sure you stick at it, and don't feel as if because it's something different in comparison to what other people or do not do, don't feel as if you can't go out and do it and can't go out and achieve it. If that's something that you enjoy and that's something that you want to do, then carry on and progressing through that as well.
As always, like, share, comment, subscribe for more amazing content like this. Peace.